what is some advice that you would give to someone that is thinking about taking on cybersecurity and is probably just in their first exploratory phase?
Sure. Boot camp classes are great, but I find that those are they enhance your skills and experience. You need to have a little bit of fundamental understanding. So I recommend people have their own home lab. I always tell everybody, it doesn't take a lot of investment. You'd be amazed what you can do with a little Raspberry Pi. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're going to have to explain this.
So a Raspberry Pi, if anybody is not familiar with it, is just a little device you can get on the internet. It's about anywhere between $30 to $60, and it is a computer, and it's about this big, and it has everything you need to build your own computer. It has an operating system that's free and open source. You can learn how to code with Python or any number of different languages, scripting languages, and you can plug it into your TV, and all you need is a keyboard and mouse. And obviously an internet connection would be great, but you can do things without it as well. But you'd be amazed at how many free classes there are. You can find YouTube videos on how to build just about all different kinds of services that are offered on there. But even if you start at fundamental level with just a Raspberry Pi, or you have your own server that you build at home, you don't have to invest a lot of money. In going out there and teaching yourself something, you'll get so much more experience out of, and something you can leverage into the next class and find out, okay, I really want to learn a little bit more about setting up my own Exchange server and my own email server at home, something like that. And if you don't like that, go into something else. I want to design a web page. You don't have to spend a lot of money, is my bottom line. And odds are, when you go teach yourself something like that, you're going to discover something that you're really going to be interested in. And the next thing you can do is you can hack yourself, and figure out how to pen test and things like that. And you'd be amazed what you can learn and carry that into a professional career one day.
Well, I'm going to follow up with you on advice on how to set up your own home lab. I think that would be really interesting.
Sure.
But I think we've covered everything. Is there anything that you'd like to leave us with that we didn't cover in the questions I asked? I know, putting you on the spot. Your turn.
No, just don't be afraid to break things. Go out there. That's how you learn. A lot of people just have, I remember my grandparents, this comes to mind, they're just afraid, their very first computer, they didn't want to delete everything. They're afraid they're going to push the wrong button. I say don't be afraid to delete everything, because that's how you're going to learn how to fix it. And when you rebuild it, then you're going to just be that much better at it, and you won't have that fear, that apprehension that a lot of people tend to get, especially when you're doing it on your own network, because who cares if you break your own network, right? It's you don't want to break your boss's network, right? So practice as much as you can at home, and break as much as you can, and then fix it, and that'll take you far.
Set up your home lab and break things.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, absolutely.